All right, you guys, so what you're seeing here is footage from 2 weeks ago because, we did the happy birthday farmiversary, whatever you want to call it. So this is actually from a couple of weeks ago. I am just assembling a couple of these bright room storage cube units from Target. We decided that this is what I wanted for the base of my island here in my studio. We will be putting these together. I actually have 3 of them. I think I showed you a couple of weeks ago. I put 1 together, but here I just put 2 together, and we're going to be putting casters on them. I know one of my viewers always suggests casters for everything, and she is so right. It just makes life so much easier whenever you can do that. I also went out and helped Braeden get started on insulating the interior walls of their house. And he obviously is a fast learner, so he tackled this job. And I think he really enjoyed it, just being able to have some ownership in the build of the home. As I've slowly been planning out my studio and just trying to decide how I want it organized, I definitely don't want clutter showing. And that's what's happening on this baker's rack. This is one that started out in the pantry, then I moved it into my studio, and I have decided this sucker is going back to the pantry, and I'm going to do something different on the wall where I just took it down from. So I've decided that I'm going to move this cart into my studio, and the rack that you just saw me unload that's in my studio that was once in here is now going to come back in here. Now that I've had things situated for a while, I've decided I am not happy with how the space in here is being utilized, and so much more could be going on up here on a rack versus just a blank wall. So I'm going to move that in here and rearrange. And this was actually pretty comical. Here I am trying to lift this ice maker, which is full of ice and water, all by myself without spilling it, and I failed big time. I flooded a little bit of the floor. Oopsie. And once I got the little rolly cart back into my studio, I decided I wasn't happy with it in here either, so gotta find a new home for the cart. Coming out to check out insulation. See how Braeden's doing. Oh, nice.
All right.
Yep. Wow. You have rooms. Very cool. Yep. Yep. Wow, it makes it feel so real. Very good. Now back up to the house to continue working on my studio island. We're cutting a plywood base for all of those cube units to sit on, and then we'll be able to attach casters to the bottom of that. So that's what you're seeing us do here. Just get that all centered up, straight, attached, pre-drilled some holes, and then attach the casters. These suckers are expensive, by the way. This whole island is ridiculously expensive if you ask me. I mean, butcher block is not cheap. The wood alone is not cheap. The shelves are around $50 to $55 each. So I just really wanted this office space, studio space, to be organized, unlike my previous one. So we decided to go ahead and put extra casters in the middle because that butcher block weighs a whole lot, and
It was doing these.
Yeah, it was kind of bowing the center, and we just want it to all be nice and stable and secure. We didn't end up cutting this butcher block down at all. small. We just went with the island piece from Lowe's. It's the acacia wood. And I was thinking I wanted it to be a little smaller, but I'm actually loving the size of it. It looks a little crowded right now, but once everything's in place, organized and all that jazz, it will look great. I was really thankful for Mike's help on this. Now I'm just applying Bright Tone, which is the Crystal-Lac product that I use for tumblers, which is also made for wood and different surfaces. So it took several layers and sanding and then more layers. So it looks like Mike is in here working on this little area in the bathroom today, the spare bath. Going to make that look pretty like this over here.
I'm going to close this all in. Just need to get all the caulk in here first. Fill in all the gaps.
Let's show them what it looks like.
It doesn't have to look anything spectacular because it's all going to be covered up.
But that's what it looks like now. And I'll show you a little progress. Ooh, that caulk gun is messed up, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not him. I promise. He knows what he's doing. It's just
well,
really...
I don't really care what it looks like. It's going to get all covered up.
Right.
So I just need to wipe this whole thing out because it's one that's already been opened once. So.
Right. While Mike's working on that, I've got a big fat pot of chicken and rice soup on.
Karen just filmed a little bit of this. I'm going to go back over the steps for you again. I just caked a bunch of silicone in behind this. It's all going to get covered up. I just wanted to make sure it was covered, and silicone doesn't last very long in the tube, or at least it hasn't been very good to me in the past. So I just feel like use up a whole tube when you can, and I did, and I had a couple places where I wanted to use that up. So this is our hammer drill. It actually has two settings on top that you can use it for just regular drills, or if you need to make it be a quote-unquote hammer drill. I'm going to use 2 1/4 inch cement screws. They're concrete screws. You can see that on the screen. 2 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch. And because I'm using that size, I also want to have the right kind of drill bit. And you'll notice it's a 3/16 by 4 1/2, and it tells you it's for use with a 1/4 inch diameter Tapcon anchors. Those are 1/4 inch Tapcon anchors. So I've got everything set up and ready to go, and I will drill holes and then use my impact drill when I get to that here in a minute, and I'll drive the screws in, and that will secure us a place down below to add all the wood and the trim. I used our drill bit, drilled a hole, used this drill bit to make the hole a little bit wider at the top. That way this screw head would drop down and be even. I am going to have to put some shims and make it all level when it's all said and done, but that just gives you a step-by-step. I'll do that one, and then I'll start the leveling process. I'll put a level on it and use shims and different things, and then lay a 3/4 inch piece of plywood over the top, and then put a trim piece, and then we'll put our regular trim over it and make it look like it's all finished out. Okay guys, I got my 3/4 inch piece of plywood in place. It was 32 7/8. As you'll notice, we got the bubble in the middle, so we're nice and level now. And then all I have to do is shim each of those just a little bit to get the back side, you know, the whole thing going across the top wants to be level on the back as well as the front. All right, next step, we got our trim piece cut. I have my backer board, that 3/4 inch piece of plywood. I've got a couple spacers back there to get everything nice and level. So anyway, I'll get my nail gun out and we'll put that in place, and then I'll put my top piece on it, and we're all done.
Okay, so Mike got this finished up under here. In case you're wondering, it is right here in the spare bathroom, but he got it finished, and then I still have to putty up the holes and paint it. But that looks so great finished out, and it's gonna look even better once I get it painted. We went to one of our local marble and granite places today, and Curry and Braeden picked out their countertops. Actually, I should say it's more Curry than Braeden. He's kind of like Mike. He doesn't really care too much about what she chooses. Like Mike, he didn't care too much about what I selected, but it's beautiful. This is actually quartz, and there's her flooring and paint colors. It's going to be so amazing, you guys. Looks like Curry and Braeden are getting sheetrock delivered today. Again, this is still footage from a couple of weeks ago. We made a little road trip over the weekend to go see family in Texas. And on the way, we came through a little snowstorm. So that was definitely some added action to the trip. But it was really great getting to spend time with family because we did not get to go at Christmas. So this little get together made up for that for sure. And here it is, Super Bowl Sunday, and because I have no care in the world about football, this is how I spent my Super Bowl Sunday, loving on a couple of the grandbabies. Weston had never really paid much attention to Greenlee until tonight, and it was so adorable. Our sheetrock guys got to come work on Curry and Braeden's house today. I believe it is Monday, and they spent pretty much the whole day there and knocked it out all in one day. So I'll take you back out to show you here in just a little bit the finished product sheetrock wise. Quite a few people have asked about the bottom of their house, what's going to take place down below. Will it get covered? Will it get insulated? Yes. Insulation and underskirting will be happening, don't worry, and we don't want critters getting up under there or anything like that, so just be on the lookout for that soon. So Greenlee and I, and Curry, she won't let me show her, we're on our way out to look at the sheetrock. We think they're done. We saw the trucks leave. So we're gonna go out here and see what it looks like and check out your little room. Okay, so it looks like they might be done. I don't know if we should take her inside. It's probably a little dusty. Do you wanna go look first, Curry? Wow, there's a lot of leftover if they are done. Wow, Curry, you have a house. I think so. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. This is Greenlee's room. Wow, looks so great. It's like, oh my wow, we actually have a house now. I know we say that every step of the way, like it's more real today than it was yesterday. Well, guess what? It's more real than it was 5 hours ago. Our little utility closet. I love that they vaulted the ceilings in their bedroom. It's just gonna make the space feel so much bigger. Let's go look at their bathroom. That's where their vanity will be. And of course their shower. Sorry, it's kind of dark. And toilet. Guys, this is gonna be so great. So great. Can't wait to show you all of it as we continue on. Salem's so funny. She followed us out here. Now she's hiding in the barn. Salem, where are you? Oh, goodness, we have so much junk to clear out of here still. Salem. So I am making my way out to Curry and Braeden's again. I make this trek often, but I'm going out right now to check on the taping and bedding. The guys are here working on that, so I'm avoiding mud puddles right now, but I'm gonna go check and see. This really is so exciting to come out and see just the progress of it all. You know, I know you guys remember the excitement Mike and I felt each and every time something new happened at our house, like big. And if we weren't doing it, you know, like our taping and bedding, for instance, we didn't do it. So to see someone else crank out such a huge job in one day just blows our minds, because this would obviously take us so much longer. And I know Curry and Braeden are just thrilled with the progress that's being made on their home. Hey, you guys.
Another Friday.
Yep. We just wrapped up week 53. Wow. You know, last week was the 1 year anniversary. And so you got to see, sorry, we're standing out here in the sun. You got to see
there we go.
All the before and afters of our place. And it's been super amazing. Just lots of changes in a year.
Yeah, absolutely. Good little few jobs done. I think Karen put the footage in there of me adding that little quote-unquote step or ledge
in the laundry room
underneath the laundry area. Pretty basic stuff, but hopefully you learned something. If you didn't know how to do that in the past, then you'll know how to do it now. And I was in there, and Karen was in there, Curry and Braeden's house, and the two guys that are doing the sheetrock work. Again, I'll reiterate the fact that I could do all that. I'm so thankful I'm not.
Yeah, they're
These
really
guys
fast.
Are so good.
Cranking it out.
Different crew than did ours, but these guys are. I mean, I'm looking at their work and thinking, man, why did I ever think that I could do those kinds of things? Super fast,
because you can, just not
good.
as fast.
Yeah, my stuff turns out as good as theirs, just not as fast. But anyway, it is what it is. We're excited about their house getting closer and closer and closer, and I know that they're going to be really excited about that too.
Next week might be a little bit short. I'm going out of town for the weekend, and then, I mean, he may do stuff while I'm gone.
He's relying on me to do some filming.
So I keep telling him, yeah, you have to record while I'm gone. So if he does, he does. If he doesn't, oh well, we'll see.
It's just kind of easy to be lazy when you worked really hard for a whole year, and then now it's like, ooh, we get to relax a little bit more. But I'll probably knock something out. We'll pick one job anyway. I need to film the work that I'm helping Colby do on these fences, the fence that he's building, the gates and stuff, because he's really talented too, and I know he's going to do some work for us. But anyhow, we'll keep you informed. Thank you so much for your support, and all the encouragement.
Wow.
All the correspondence that you guys give to us. It's wonderful. We appreciate it.
Have a great week.
As always, if you have not yet gone back and watched from episode 1, week 1 vlog, we would love for you to do so. This place looks totally different than it did 1 year ago. Thank you guys for watching, and have a blessed week.